There's a very powerful message coming through. I've picked the cards. They're here in this pile, like facing down. I've looked through them. They are in the order that I picked, and I've read a couple of books just to familiarize myself with the message of the card and how the energies were coming through. And I'm sure more messages will come through as I pick them and as I start talking. So it's unraveling here as I speak, okay? Takes what to you for you, what resonates. Trust that if it's resonating for a reason, even if it doesn't make sense. Trust in the resonance more than the words. Trust that you are receiving activation codes that later on might be manifested as aha moments, right? You're clicking things together. And it might come from this, might come from your meditations, might come from your heart connections. It doesn't matter. Just trust that activations are coming through. And I just want to put a little clear message about activations. Activations can be seen as astral codes being shared, right? Subconsciously between soul and soul. It can also be seen as physical sensations on a 3D level. It can be things like anxiety, anger, joy, feeling that sense of familiarity, intuition, gut feeling, discernment, resonance, everything that you feel through any video that you watch. Just trust. Trust it's sending you a message, it's sharing something with you, and you're sharing back as well. And even though you could be watching this later, right now I am perhaps feeling some of the collective sensations of people watching later on. And this is the magic of the quantum soup that we're in. This is how it works. So I'm just going with the flow, okay? This card is the Forester, the Fosterer, okay? I did read a little bit about this card. It comes a lot with the Isle of Wight messages of ancestral teachings. I also see this, there's a lot of determination on the face of this lady. She's playing the drums, she's playing her own drums, she's playing her own music, she's deciding her own life now. And all the skulls around her, she has gone through all these rebirths, okay? She's done a lot of healing, and the light is here. She's owning her light. And I see the drum sticks, I don't know if they call that, but not as a shield, but as a way of direction and guidance. They're going a certain way to beat the drums, and she's directing, she's guiding. And I think we're talking about here, and I'll use this card as the main energy for the reading. I think we're talking about here someone that has gone through a lot of healing, that has gone through a few rebirths, that has moved through that experience and understand this spiraling concept of healing, of the healing process, of the soul healing, of the physical healing, of the different bodies that we are. We are the physical body, emotional body, the soul body, the etheric body, the energy body. And you have touched through these layers through your healing, and even revisit some healing that was then felt through the etheric body, but eventually was first felt through the physical body. And you are revisiting, and you're noticing that healing has these dimensions, this different multi-dimension aspect of it, and you are revisiting, you have revisited, and you are noticing, you're understanding, and this is you. this is you, and we're going to go through the cards and we're going to find some answers, find some puzzles to connect with our own puzzles, to help us understand what else is happening, right? Sometimes I do listen to other videos and people are explaining things, because the way they express with the words helps me understand what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing. I not always can put words to it. And I, even through these oracle readings, I find that perhaps I don't know how much depth I'm bringing to what I'm feeling, and I don't think I touched the surface. So, it's interesting how when other people speak or we speak out loud, we get to understand a little bit more what's been inside us for all that time. But I think this lady has come through, this soul. I'm not going to call a lady, but this soul, because it could be a male, could be a female, could be anyone, has gone through all these layers of healing, has a level of understanding of the multidimensionality of your own being through the universe laws, through the universe energy. The next card is talking about shared inspiration. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of the time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. And I think as you enter this space here, you create more trust. You create more trust to work through your projects, to work through your inspirations, to bring your inspirations to manifestation, to the 3D level. Everyone can touch, feel, and see, and understand and hear it. And at the moment, it's within you here, and it's created. It's created. It's there. How do you get it out? How do you turn it into a 3D multi-dimensional project that has the depth that you want people to understand? And it's time. You're ready for this. Yeah, you're ready to start working on your projects. You start putting it out there. Whatever stage you are in this project, you're ready to keep going, to keep moving, to keep working at it through your experiences. They're going to come back to you to teach you how to move and shift through your project. And you need to trust. Angel Aurora, I love this. Welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. When I was talking about the physical bodies, the aura came through as well. I didn't mention, but I was seeing an aura through surrounding all these physical bodies that we are, all these bodies that we are. Sorry, not just physical, but physical, emotional, mental, energetic, etheric. And then there is this big aura, and we have the Archangel Aurora here showing this big light. Okay, this is your light, this is your moment, this is your time to shine your light, to shine your experience through your love, not through the ego, not through the thinking mind, but through the the mental body that has been rebalanced through your healing, that has been revisited and rebalanced, and it's now ready to merge with your heart and bring that information that you need to bring out. Let the sun shine in your life. Initiation by air. And again, this is the mind, this is your imagination, this is what comes through your mind that now you're trusting. As before, your mind was very negative, maybe your mind was very fearful and doubtful, but now your mind has been cleared, your mind has been worked through. You release all that attachment to your thinking mind, and your mind's eyes, your mind is now connecting to your heart, and it's giving you these imageries or imagination or visions that you're starting to wonder and maybe even question, but also trusting. Yeah, you're trusting these images. And this is initiation by air. Is when you start to use, not to use, but to trust what your mind is giving you as a source of your experience, a source of your soul knowledge, a source of your soul ability. Yeah. Allow yourself to be initiated by air. Allow your mind to merge with your heart. And I think that's what's being asked here. And I love this line of birds coming up in light all the way back and forth from the divine and into the heart. Yeah. This is imagination. This is pure imagination. How you imagine light? How do you imagine energy working through you? This is all real. This is all true to you. Trust it. Allow it to evolve. Exercise it. Yeah. And allow it to evolve. This is what's being asked. The Phrenite is pure unconditional love. Look at this green emerald color. You know, we are pure love. This is the purest of unconditional love. I love how this card comes up, because when you are connected, your mind is connected to your heart. You are given exactly what your heart wants you to see, how your heart wants you to see, how your heart is interpreting with your mind, in conjunction with your mind, in working partnership with your mind, to show exactly what your heart is trying to is sensing, what you sense in your heart. How do you know what your heart is sensing? You know, you have knowingness of knowing what the energy is, what the message is. You don't need words to come through exactly one by one, but you can put into words. And you have your imagination. And like I said, sometimes I think I'm not bringing in words exactly everything that is coming, but I'm practicing just that. I'm practicing just that in this moment to now. So I can resonate with this message, I think, just thinking about it. Just, you know, there has been a balance and an equilibrium reached to a point where now you can enter this space where your heart is merging with your mind, and you are connecting, and you are imagining, you are creating. This is creation. This is creation. Sacred union, the Holy Grail. I don't know if you if you bring these two cards together, the two previous cards, you know, the mind and the heart, and the merging together, the feminine, the intuition, the sensations, the heart, and then the masculine, the action, the sacred masculine, the one that holds the space, the one that puts into action what's being received. Yeah. And it's giving back that support to the feminine, it's giving back that safetiness for the feminine to sit and feel, for the masculine to sit and feel and act. Yeah, this is a perfect blend of union. This is what Earth is coming to, right? We all become in union. As you read this message, as you listen to this video, we are in union, we are merging. And I think there is a journey here that someone has gone through, you know, for all the healing, and you're now in charge of your path, and you're now starting to merge your feminine and your masculine into one, into equilibrium, into balance, through your love, through your sacred love, through your sacred space in your mind. And through this, you're seeing romance. You're seeing romance in everything that you see, that you do, that you feel, that you experience in every situation that you are. You're seeing through the perspectives of unconditional love now. You know, the situation that perhaps you've been in 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and you're now back into it, very familiar, very similar, but you're seeing it through completely different eyes, through completely different lenses. The lenses of love, the lenses of easiness, the lenses of less effort, the lenses of sacred union within yourself, right? Within yourself. You could be buying a new car, you could be meeting the love of your life, it doesn't matter. It's being able to see that another time around through another dimension, another perspective. And that perspective of love, of romance, of potential. The songs of songs, express your love. I read this card and it's talking about the Songs of Solomon. The Songs of Solomon is about love, unconditional love, merging, union through all aspects of life, family, relationships, purpose, life purpose. There is a beauty. There's a beauty in every aspect of your life that you're starting to see. You started to be recognized. You're starting to engage in. You're starting to embody. You're starting to be these moments of gratitude, these moments of love, these moments of acceptance, these moments of knowledge, these moments of knowingness. And you're accepting through this initiation by air. You are this, and you know there's no more space for doubt. You know there isn't. It hasn't even come close anymore, right? You are embracing all of this now, and it feels good. And it's not the end, there's more to come. There's more evolution to go through. But right now you are here and you're present. You're exercising presence. You are loving it. You're understanding present at a whole different level. Catherine Labouré, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I'm worthy of the miracles meant for me. And you are, because you have noticed this light around you. When you're present, your light is growing. You can feel it in your heart. You can feel your heart activating. And you can see through your eyes, through your mind's eye, through your imagination, through your third eye, right? To that trust of what your mind is bringing to you, these codes of love being shared in that situation that you're in, through people and things being unfolded and unraveled right in front of you, the truth coming out. And people seeing it with the eyes of softness, of love. People changing their demeanor in front of you, and you're thinking, that's beautiful. And only because you're present. When you're present, you bring in these codes for them to tap into. You're not healing them. You know you're not. You're just being there as service, as his antenna. But because you're able to practice that presence, because you're singing your song, because you're seeing everything through love, because you have balanced your feminine and masculine within through your healing, because you now see the color of unconditional love. This is initiation every day of your life now, every moment in your life. Your aura is bursting with love when you're present, and you know when you're present now. You know when you're not. You know when you're present. And you can choose now to be present much easier than you used to be able to. Yeah? And you are co-creating. You are co-creating with the universe at every moment. You're singing your song and you're creating miracles. And sometimes miracles doesn't have to be something huge. It can be something simple, like someone changed their demeanor from angry to satisfied, yeah, right in front of you. And you didn't need to speak and you didn't need to say anything. You were present with them, holding space. And they saw it for themselves through love, because you were holding love. And this is our service to Earth. Lightship Earth. We are in this lightship. Earth is a lightship of love. And why are we not practicing? Why are we not being? If in your presence you've seen these miracles happening, you're questioning, why isn't people being that present as well? But remember, when they are present with their anger, when they are present with their trauma, they are being just as present as you. There is love in that. There is unconditional love in that. And you are starting to see that too. And you're starting to recognize that when you were present with your trauma, you are unconditional love to you and your trauma. You're starting to see that so deep through this. You're starting to see that so deep. You're starting to understand these deep layers of unconditional love. And how do you put into words? How do you show the world? Just by being present, by being you. Every single one will start to be present. You can see these patterns, and this is what I was trying to get to, I think. You're questioning, right? You are present in unconditional love. Some people are present in their trauma, but they are present. But there is unconditional love because you can see through these weaving of the lights and the energies that you are becoming more sensitive to, that you are becoming more attuned, not just yours, but others and the situations you're in, because you are present. And these patterns that you see in people, you have gone through them, and that's why you can see it, you can sense it. But there's not just that, there's the patterns of the universe showing you this earth light ship that you are in with everyone, and everyone are in different dimensions, spaces, stages, understanding, and you can see that so clearly. It's not just pattern of healing, not just pattern of behavior that you can see beyond that. You can see now beyond the energy, through the energy, through the subtle shifts of what people can be, the timelines that they can jump into. You can see that now. And you're wondering, why do I see so much? Because that's all open for anyone to see. But it takes one soul to be very present within their soul, in their vessel, to see it through your normal day to day. Doesn't need to be just in meditation. We're starting to now live that just outside a meditative state, because we're bringing our vibration so much higher now, so much closer to that meditative state while we're doing things, while we're being present. Have you ever wondered in maybe a few years ago where you're meditating and you just wanted to stay in that meditative state, because when you came out, it felt like you were back into that density? But now you can be meditating, you're not, and your energies, your densities are very close, your vibrations very close together. There is a very little gap there, and that gap is where your present moment is being fulfilled with merging the feminine, the masculine, the balance, the equilibrium, the aura, the bodies, all the dimensions. Your meditative state and your awake state are merging as one, and everyone's going to get to that point. Everyone will. That's our journey. And the full moon, I love how it's green. I actually took a picture of a full moon and it had a color like this attached to it, and I just remember now. But this card is asking you to connect to the moon phases, to connect to the full moon specifically. But I find that connecting to all the phases gives you a gradual progression of evolution through your healing process. And this is what I've been doing on a Patreon. I love that that card came up, and I'm not here to sell it, not here to remind you, but the support is in there for you. Connect to the moon phases. The moon phases can assist with your healing. I've been talking about this last few videos. It's powerful, it's magical, it's amazing. It allows you to step into a wave of flow of energy that you recognize as soul level, to be able to then follow. There's less resistance. And I highly recommend looking at the moon phases in your area, the times and what it means, and start studying a little bit, maybe read a little bit, do some meditations related to the moon, and see if that resonates with your healing. At the end of the full moon, today is the beginning of the last quarter moon, right? And I love how this card came right after this one, and this is the order the cards came through, okay? The full moon is a moment that everything comes to surface for you to really feel it, really embody, really understand, and it can be a lot, can be confusing, can be overwhelming, but if you're willing to pass through that phase, through those 7 days, really feeling it all, you come through the last quarter moon and you come back to center. And when you are coming back inwards into center, you are shifting through and sifting through everything that you experienced through the full moon, and you are funneling down and bringing it down to a point of resonance, to a version of yourself that most resonate with you right now, in this right now moment. And you can use that version of yourself to then move through and evolve in the next moon phases. The meditation I just done about the last quarter moon kind of brought me into this space where I was literally deciding, choosing to heal through love and step into the version of me that I want, and through that version to be guided every day, every step, every move through that version. Now that version is within me, is merged with me, and I will go into center every day to connect to that version, to listen to the messages. And this is where we find strength, right? For the Leos out there, this is your card of strength. This is you going into yourself and really finding yourself and connecting to that version. I can really see that clearly now in my mind. The energy is right here of merging with that version. So I ask you to take a moment now, if you want, and see that version of yourself. It will come very easily with you because we're here together right now doing this. And bring that version into your physical body right now. Allow it to merge. Allow it to merge into your heart, into your energy field. Goosebumping, skin stretching, any sensations are valid that this is happening. Now I want you to feel merged, complete, whole, in union with yourself, with that version of yourself that you chose. That's your strength. That's your ability as a soul. We all have that, and we did it together. Requited love. I'm not looking at this as a 3D relationship with a man and a woman or any other, sexual orientation. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at this as your own self-love, okay? You just merged with the version of yourself. Can you fall in love with it? Can you see the love through it? Can you see how this version is supporting you? You're here. You are the sensor. You're sensing, you're feeling. Can you allow this version to be the masculine in your blending of energies, right? To allow it to give you answers when to act, when to move, when to make a decision. That is what requited love means, is that combined approach of your balanced masculine feminine within working together. So I'm not looking this on a 3D. I'm looking this in your own soul journey, your self-love, your own masculine feminine energies rebalancing, because this is all about you. I don't read cards for the other person in your life. I read card for you. I read you. What are you going through right now? So I'm seeing this in that perspective, in that context, in that dimension. Can you find the love within and requite with it? To find your own serendipity, yeah? Your own sovereignty. This is your own fire. This is your own soul. This is your own light. wanting to connect with you, wanting to be, emerge with you. And this is what you're getting to from the realization of that soul that realized, I've gone through so many rebirths. There's something more here. And look at the journey we went through, the cards, to get to here. And within yourself, you can choose your path, direction, guardians. You see, the angel has 4 faces: the lion, the eagle, the bull, and the angel. And they all face in different directions. You have that direction within now. You've learned it through your healing. You can trust in this inner knowledge, direction, guidance that you will receive with your merged version by loving it. What is already with you? Everything. Everything is already in you. And you're seeing it now. You've been told this at the beginning of your healing journey, maybe back in 2000, 2012, 2002, whatever time it was. You were told that this is within you. You couldn't see it. As the years go by and you're doing your healing, you're doing your work, you started to notice, and now you see it so clearly. And you trust in it. Trust in the initiation by air. Look at the butterflies going up. Look at the birds of light going up. Everything you need is within you, not outside. You have your guardians. You have your direction. You can trust on that direction now. Your heart and your mind are being merged together. You can trust. And the last card, the raven, but also is the magician, alchemy, manifestation, willpower. With this card, I was going to say, everything's within you. And if you find resistance, work through that resistance, because the resistance, as you know, because you've gone through the healing, every healing that you've gone through was a resistance. You got to the other side, you got to the other end, and you found something beautiful. And resistance is always going to be there. We have very, very deep seeds in us from millions and millions of years of existence in this earth, in this universe. We're carrying a lot. We're always going to need to work through a resistance, but it's getting easier. You're understanding how to work with the resistance, and every time you do, you create magic. You change your reality, you change your timeline. You can redirect yourself now. That's what's being shown within inside you. You can redirect yourself. All these birds are going to go different directions. You can direct those birds. You have all the directions within yourself. You've been told this at the beginning of your healing journey, but now you see it. And you are the magician. Because you've done the work. You know you've done the work. And this bank of information, of frequencies that you have been through allows you to work with the patterns of the world, with the patterns of the universe, to then manifest, create your reality. So follow your inspiration. You're ready. This is what it's saying. In the end of all this, that's what the cards are saying. You're ready. Keep following. Keep working through the little resistance that come up. Keep working through it. Getting to the next step, next step. Follow your guidance. Yeah? You have merged with your version. Fall in love with it. Work with your version that you chose. Connect with the stars, the moon, the universe. So everyone can start doing it as well. Through love, yeah? Creating everyday miracles. While you're present singing your own song. In union with yourself and the world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you listening. There's so much more that perhaps I wanted to express in words, but I don't know if I did all of it. But whatever resonates, take it in with trust. I send you love. We are love and light. And I'll see you next time.